Sheryl Swoopes has always been known for her bold opinions, but her latest comments about Caitlin Clark have sparked a heated debate in the basketball world. Despite Clark's record-breaking performances in her rookie season, what Sheryl Swoopes said about Caitlin Clark has left many fans stunned. Swoopes, a WNBA legend herself, dismissed Clark's impact, claiming she's not dominating the league yet. This has fueled the Sheryl Swoopes versus Caitlin Clark controversy, with fans of both players fiercely defending their respective favorites. Is Swoopes holding onto her own legacy, or is she genuinely unimpressed by Clark's achievements? With Clark already shattering assist records and leading her team to the playoffs, it's hard to ignore her rising star power. Yet Sheryl Swoopes has doubled down, refusing to acknowledge Clark as a dominant force. This controversy has only intensified the spotlight on both players, drawing in more discussions and comparisons. Beyond the court drama, there's more to Sheryl Swoopes than just her opinions. From the impressive Sheryl Swoopes lifestyle to her achievements, her journey is one worth examining. Her net worth, relationships, and life off the court paint a complete picture of this iconic athlete. But let's not forget the personal side. Sheryl Swoopes' husband, Sheryl Swoopes' son, and her tight-knit Sheryl Swoopes family have all played pivotal roles in her life. And with her taste in Sheryl Swoopes' cars and homes, she certainly knows how to enjoy the luxuries of life. Let's dive into the life of Sheryl Swoopes, a basketball legend who's never afraid to speak her mind. Sheryl Swoopes, an absolute legend in the WNBA, has always been known for her competitive edge and strong opinions. However, her most recent stance has left fans and analysts scratching their heads. What Sheryl Swoopes said about Caitlin Clark has become a major talking point in the sports world. Despite Caitlin Clark's record-breaking rookie season in the WNBA, Swoopes seems unwilling to give her the credit many feel she deserves. The Sheryl Swoopes versus Caitlin Clark controversy came to light after Swoopes appeared on Gil's Arena podcast, where she dismissed Clark's impressive stats, which include 19.5 points, 8.4 assists, and 5.7 rebounds per game. Swoopes, while acknowledging these numbers were hell of a numbers, insisted that Clark is not dominating the league. This bold statement has caused a stir among basketball fans, many of whom were quick to point out that Clark's rookie numbers are on par, or even better, than Swoopes' numbers during her MVP seasons. Clark, for her part, has been nothing short of phenomenal in her debut season with the Indiana Fever. She not only shattered the WNBA single-season assist record, but also led her team to the playoffs, all while putting up historical numbers. However, Sheryl Swoopes remains skeptical, continuing to argue that while Clark is talented, she hasn't quite reached the level of dominance required to be considered one of the best. This controversy brings up an interesting debate about what it means to dominate in professional sports. For Swoopes, dominance is more than just putting up stats. It's about taking over games, imposing your will on opponents, and leaving an undeniable mark on the court. Some agree with her, feeling that Clark has a lot to prove before earning the title of a WNBA great. Others, however, argue that Sheryl Swoopes is simply refusing to pass the torch to a new generation of stars, perhaps out of fear of being overshadowed. Regardless of where you stand, the Sheryl Swoopes versus Caitlin Clark controversy has sparked a passionate debate among fans, adding an exciting layer to the narrative of women's basketball. Now that we've covered the controversy, let's shift our focus to something a bit more concrete. How much is Sheryl Swoopes actually worth today? When discussing the all-time greats in women's basketball, Sheryl Swoopes is a name that immediately comes to mind. But aside from her accolades on the court, how much wealth has she accumulated throughout her career? As of 2024, the estimated Sheryl Swoopes' net worth is around $300,000. While this figure might seem modest compared to the salaries and endorsement deals of today's athletes, it's essential to consider the era in which Swoopes played. During her prime, Sheryl Swoopes was the face of the WNBA. She was the first player signed to the league, a 3-time WNBA MVP, and a 4-time WNBA champion. Yet, back in the early days of the league, women's basketball players didn't have the luxury of multi-million-dollar contracts. Swoopes made a decent income through her playing career, but it wasn't the kind of wealth you see in men's sports or even modern-day women's sports. Where Sheryl Swoopes did score financially was through endorsements. Her most notable deal was with Nike, which launched the Air Swoopes basketball shoe, making her the first female basketball player to have a signature shoe line. This endorsement deal, alongside prize money from her WNBA championships and international competitions, contributed significantly to her earnings. However, like many athletes, Swoopes faced financial difficulties later in her career. In 2004, she filed for bankruptcy, citing more than $700,000 in debt, including $275,000 owed to the IRS. Despite these setbacks, Sheryl Swoopes has remained resilient, continuing to work in basketball as a coach and analyst. In recent years, she's focused on coaching, including a stint as head coach at Loyola University. While her current net worth might not rival some of today's athletes, Swoopes' financial legacy lies in her contribution to women's sports and the doors she helped open for future generations. Next up, let's take a closer look at how Sheryl Swoopes enjoys her life. What does her lifestyle look like, and how does she spend her hard-earned money? As a trailblazer in women's sports, Sheryl Swoopes has always had a sense of style that matches her legendary status. The Sheryl Swoopes lifestyle reflects a blend of practicality, elegance, and a touch of luxury, showcasing her ability to live comfortably while staying grounded. In terms of fashion, Swoopes has been a longtime ambassador for Nike, which has influenced her style both on and off the court. She's often seen wearing stylish yet functional athletic wear, reflecting her deep connection to sports. But don't be mistaken, Swoopes knows how to elevate her look when it comes to formal events. Whether she's attending a red carpet event or a Hall of Fame induction, she chooses sophisticated, elegant outfits that reflect her confidence and status as a basketball icon. Now, let's talk about Sheryl Swoopes' cars. While she isn't someone who flaunts a fleet of luxury vehicles, Swoopes has been known to appreciate the finer things in life. One of her favorite rides is a sleek Range Rover, a vehicle that perfectly aligns with her blend of luxury and practicality. The Range Rover is an SUV that delivers on both comfort and performance, making it an ideal choice for someone like Swoopes, who values functionality without sacrificing style. In terms of real estate, Sheryl Swoopes has owned homes in various cities where she played, including Houston and Seattle. While details about her current residence remain private, it's safe to assume she values privacy and comfort, as she has always been known to keep her personal life low-key. Her homes are believed to be spacious yet understated, offering her a place to unwind and recharge away from the spotlight. While Sheryl Swoopes isn't known for an overly extravagant lifestyle, she certainly knows how to enjoy life's luxuries, whether it's through her fashion choices, her well-appointed vehicles, or her private, comfortable homes. Now that we've covered her lifestyle, let's explore another important part of Swoopes' life, her relationships. What's the story behind Sheryl Swoopes' husband and her journey in love? Sheryl Swoopes has had a fascinating personal journey, especially when it comes to her relationships. Back in 1995, she married her high school sweetheart, Sheryl Swoopes' husband, Eric Jackson. The couple welcomed their only child, Sheryl Swoopes' son Jordan, in 1997. However, the marriage didn't last, and they divorced in 1999. In 2005, Swoopes made headlines once again, but this time, it was for her personal life. She came out publicly as gay, making her one of the highest profile athletes in team sports to do so at the time. At the time of her announcement, she was in a relationship with Elisa Scott, a former Houston Comets assistant coach. Swoopes' decision to come out was a brave move in an era where LGBTQ+ athletes weren't widely accepted in mainstream sports. Swoopes emphasized that her decision to come out wasn't to be a hero, but to live her life authentically. Her openness about her sexuality and her relationship with Scott was groundbreaking for many, especially in the LGBTQ+ community. However, Swoopes and Scott's relationship ended in 2011. In an interesting twist, later that year, Swoopes announced her engagement to Chris Uncleshow, a longtime male friend. After a long engagement, the couple finally tied the knot in 2017. Swoopes' journey from her marriage to Jackson, her public coming out, and then her relationship with Uncleshow is a testament to her personal resilience and willingness to live life on her terms. Today, Swoopes continues to live a private life with Sheryl Swoopes' husband, Chris Uncleshow. She has remained a figure of inspiration for many, particularly those in the LGBTQ+ community, showing that life is about evolving, learning, and living authentically, no matter where your journey takes you. But there's another important relationship in her life, her relationship with Sheryl Swoopes' son, Jordan. Let's take a look at her role as a mother. Family has always been central to Sheryl Swoopes. Raised in Brownfield, Texas, by her mother, Ida Louise Swoopes, along with her 3 older brothers, Swoopes' early life was shaped by the values of hard work, determination, and perseverance. It was this strong family bond that helped shape her into the legendary athlete we know today. Tragically, Swoopes' mother, Ida, passed away in 2017 after battling colon cancer. Ida had always been a guiding force in Swoopes' life, and the loss was a significant one. During her 2017 induction into the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame, Sheryl Swoopes honored her mother's memory, saying that Ida would always be with her in spirit. This heartfelt tribute showed just how important family is to Swoopes, but it's not just her relationship with her mother that defines her. Sheryl Swoopes' son Jordan also plays a huge role in her life. Balancing a high-profile basketball career with motherhood was no easy task, but Swoopes has always prioritized her son. In fact, just 6 weeks after giving birth to Jordan, she returned to the court to lead the Houston Comets to the WNBA's inaugural championship. This impressive feat highlights her dedication, not just to her sport, but also to her family. Jordan has grown up surrounded by the influence of his mother's incredible legacy. While he maintains a relatively private life, it's clear that Sheryl Swoopes' son is one of the most important aspects of her life. Her journey as a mother is intertwined with her career, and she has often spoken about how Jordan motivates her to push through challenges and keep striving for success. The Sheryl Swoopes family is a tight-knit unit, bound by the values of perseverance, love, and resilience. These relationships have helped keep Swoopes grounded, even during the most challenging moments of her career and personal life. From the highs and lows of her personal and professional life, it's clear that Sheryl Swoopes has lived a life full of passion and determination. As we wrap up this video, let's reflect on the incredible journey of this WNBA legend. And that's a wrap on today's deep dive into the life of Sheryl Swoopes. From her controversial opinions on Caitlin Clark to her net worth, lifestyle, and relationships, Swoopes remains a fascinating and influential figure in women's basketball. Whether you agree or disagree with her stance on Caitlin Clark, there's no denying that Sheryl Swoopes has left an indelible mark on the sport. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more content on the lifestyles of athletes from all over the world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.